Oh, hey, didn't see you there. You're loud, Tazzy. Thank you so much for kisses. Okay. Anywho, today I'm going to show you a cheap and easy way to upgrade your guitar using a small capacitor and a 100K ohm resistor. I think that's what. Yeah. So the components that I'm going to be using on this project are going to be out of my scrap bins, but I would definitely recommend you getting a nice capacitor kit and a resistor kit. Now you can also buy a treble bleed circuit already prefabbed from the mighty Slamazon, which may be more appropriate for some people who may not have a need for a large assortment of components. Now what the treble bleed circuit actually does is it allows you to keep your higher frequencies when you roll off or turn down your volume pot. It's also worth noting that there's several different designs for a treble bleed. We're going to be using this one, the Duncan, mostly because it reminds me of cake. And speaking of cake, here's the diagram of it. Very, very easy, very simple. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and take off the pick guard. It's usually a good idea to take out whichever pickups are connected into the pick guard because I've found in doing other guitars that it'll kind of limit your ability to move around the pickguard and get at the bottom pot as well. All right, so here we go. This is what I was able to come up with. Probably not focusing, that's fine. But took the capacitor, wrapped the leads of each other around each other. Nothing is tinned. Who needs anything to be tinned? Just having fun here. So now, go ahead and trim these leads. Now this is what we're going to be working on. This is our volume pot. Now like the description says, you got your ground on the right, the middle is your wiper, and then this one is your output. You're basically going to be putting your resistor capacitor kit right there between those two. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tin these. Just be very careful when you're doing this. You don't want to mess up the pot. And you also don't want to jump them over. Now I shall flow some more solder into there. You want to use a pretty good amount, but don't go crazy by any means, and I've done that a lot. Yeah, I think that'll do. Well, alright, that looks like my normal shoddy work. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it back together. That's the next step. So that's with the volume all the way up and kind of a lot of treble. Turn the treble. So that's with volume all the way up. And so now usually what happens when you go to turn it down from here is you will actually, a lot of times, just completely lose your high-end treble, especially on these cheaper guitars. As you can tell, I mean, it really helps in keeping your treble up when you go to turn your volume down, which can be helpful in a lot of different situations. But you can still kind of tell, you know, it's the treble, the highs is over there, kind of like, you know, kind of like stays consistent between, you know, the volume, whether you go high or low with the volume, the treble will kind of stay, kind of not bleed off. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Well, thank you for coming along for the ride. I hope it helped you out. It was fun as always. Until next time, I will see you. Be safe, be good, and please always stay creative. Thank you.